Hello everyone, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. I've been having a lot of fun making some fall cards and just kind of getting into that fall theme, probably because I'm over this 100-degree weather. So I wanted to stop in and share with you a couple maybe new ways to use your die cuts and the positive and negatives of them. So the first thing I want to remind us all is that ink smushing is not just for backgrounds. It's not just to make background card panels. You can actually die cut out of watercolor cardstock and then ink smush instead of blending or instead of coloring them in. So it makes things go a lot faster. Now this is a stamp and die set, so I stamped them first with some gold embossing powder. That way I can add an additional layer of interest by having the pattern of the veins of the leaves show up. And so that's showing up in gold embossing, and then I can just add whatever colors I want. Also, pro tip, when you're doing a lot of card making or playing with your supplies, I find it less stressful to just kind of pick out maybe 4 or 5 different colors and use them throughout the process. This way I'm not constantly having to think about what color do I want to add or do I have to mix it up. No, just like in one setting, just have fun and play. That's just my recommendation. One of the things that I did in this entire video is I used the same 4 Distress Oxide inks in different ways. Okay, let's move on to the next way, and that is to use the negatives of your die cuts as stencils. I'm sure you've probably seen this before, but I wanted to remind you that this is a great way to maximize your stuff and minimize waste. At least you can get something out of it before you throw it away, and I was able to get a couple cards just by doing this. I taped off the edges of this particular leaf, and I still got extra ink. I don't know, I missed like the tiniest bit right on the right-hand side. That's okay. You can put a sentiment over that. What I opted to do is just make another card and lower it into the lower corner here, as you can see. But look how fun that is. And that's not a stamp. That is purely just the die cut. And with the different variation of color, I was able to get a look that wasn't flat. So that was really fun, added a little bit of dimension to that just by using some of those same colors. So I'm going to finish off this card with you sort of, but I'm going to show you here. I'm making this a very clean and simple card. This I made about, some of them don't look clean and simple, but they were simple. So there was a lot going on in some of the cards that I made, but they were very easy to make. So there's the finished card there. That one was really fun. I just added a dimensional one with some foam tape on the top of the die cut. All right, third way to use your die cuts. So I cut out a heart out of this piece of vellum here. Now I'm taking the actual large piece of vellum that has the heart shape cut out of it, and I put the die cut aside. I placed that onto my panel, and I'm going to just, in different colors with a leaf stamp, just go ahead and make a heart full of leaves. So I think that's, lending to the theme of the fall card I want to make, but also because it's going to be a gratitude card, I just love the heart idea. You can do this with any theme. Think about a snowflake. You can fill it with more snowflakes, like a cool large snowflake die. Now the fourth way I wanted to share, especially with vellum can be really tricky to use on your cards. Something I've shared before, but is still one of my favorite go-tos, is to line your vellum pieces with some embossing ink. That's the sticky clear ink. Dip it into some powder, hopefully a color, not just clear, and then heat set it. This way, what you're doing is you're creating a place to put adhesive, so you don't have to worry about your vellum. Another thing that you can do is do a die cut over the heart or the piece of vellum, and then adhere that, and then adhere on the back where the die cut is showing. So let's say that grateful on there, I could flip over that vellum and I can just put the adhesive right behind it. This way you won't see it either. So that wraps up my quick tips on using your die cuts and the negatives, but I want to let you know we'll be making those cards I just showed you as well as these right here in these still photos this Saturday. So in 2 days, we'll be making all these cards together if you want to come join us. I'm doing a live class. The cost is pay whatever you can, as low as $1. And I hope that you'll consider joining us. We go from about 12 p.m. or we start exactly at 12 p.m. Eastern time. We go about until 3 p.m. But I have 5 card designs that I'm going to be sharing with you. You'll get all those resources included with it. And it's just a really good time. Oh yeah, and you'll get access to the replay too. So if you can't make it live, register, get eligible for all the prizes, and then watch it whenever you can. Please know you do not have to make fall cards in this class. You can bring whatever supplies that you have and literally any theme. The techniques that we're going to be going over can be used for any kind of card that you want to make. So I hope you join us. We'll either see you over in class, in the comments down below, or in the next video. Bye-bye.